Hey, what's going on, everybody? Where in the world have y'all been? I know it's been a minute since I made a YouTube video, but a lot of things have happened since I made my last YouTube video. I moved from Georgia back to my home state of Alabama, so the way that I source items have changed a lot. If you'll remember, if you've seen any of my past videos in Georgia, I was doing a lot of Rosses. And then I actually found a way to get pallets in Georgia, which were extremely profitable. I was buying pallets for $1,000 to $1,500, and I was doubling, tripling my money. And the great thing about that is that when I bought the pallets, I had inventory for 3 months, because it would take me about 3 months to get everything listed and start selling stuff. So that was a great thing, because I cut out all the hours of thrifting. Basically, when I was ready to list something, I just went out to my garage, grabbed a bucket of stuff from the pallet, and went and started listing it. Haven't really found a very good pallet place here in Alabama yet where I can make those type of profits. So figured I'd start making YouTube videos again, you know, to kind of show y'all my adventures and things that I do. So today, it is Saturday, and we are at the Love Lady thrift store. Now, I'm not sure if Love Lady is just an Alabama thing, but I know that they have multiple locations. I have found some pretty good stuff in Love Lady before, but they can tend to get a little bit excited about their prices and really jack them up. But you know, when you see things like that, you just kind of move on. So it's Saturday, so it's probably going to be busy in there, but let's get inside and see what treasures we can find. All right, so as I'm walking up grabbing a buggy, I look over here to the right and I see a huge pallet of battery operated soap dispensers. So kind of piques my curiosity to come over here and take a look at them. And I'm like, well, these may not be too bad. They just have a ton of them. And I look over and they're 99 cents each. And then I remember my brother had actually purchased a bunch of these before. He did sell a few of them, but they just really weren't worth the hassle. And he had a few people return some, so I decided to leave those behind. All right, so right when we walk in through the door, I find these Air Maxes. They're really in good condition, and they got that red-white colorway. Really good looking shoes, but of course, when I look over at the price, what is that? $74.97 for a pair of used Air Max. No, y'all can keep those. All right, so we're still up front. I noticed all these gaming consoles. Here's a PS4 for $174. Here's, I think that's a Wii U for $29.92. That might have been a good buy. I meant to come back and take a look at that. Looks like we got some Xbox 360s down here for 50 bucks a piece. I think there's more 360s. These are 99 a piece. Here's some PS2s up here. This one's got some skin, Spider-Man skin on it, looks like. $99. So these are definitely a little expensive. I did kind of scroll through the games, but I didn't see anything. If any of you experts in gaming out there see anything here that I missed, be sure to drop a comment below and let me know. But I just didn't see anything right off the bat. I did look up the Simpsons Road Rage, but at $9.98, there was no money there to be made. Here's some 360 games. And then up top, there was an Xbox that was in the box. I actually didn't open it up. I don't think it was new, but it did come with the box. And it was like $150, I believe. Here's a Wii for $24.92. They got some weird prices. Some Wii games beside it. So didn't really see anything here that I wanted, so let's move on. Yeah, so as we're moving on, I see all this paint. I don't know what happened here. Somebody was going to paint their house or 18 houses, and we're like, I don't think I want to do that anymore. But if you need some paint, they got you covered. All right, so here's a little area of the store that I have found some good stuff in the past. And right off the bat, I'm seeing a few things that I want to take a look at. These hand sanitizers, I've seen them at almost every thrift store. Actually, they're phone sanitizers. I've seen them at almost every thrift store in Alabama. So I guess somebody just dumped off a bunch of them that they didn't need or couldn't use. There was a Logitech wired keyboard for $6. Really not a bad price there. I didn't look it up since it was a wired one. I didn't think there would be a whole lot of money involved with that. Here's a Lavoie. This is a really good name to look out for. I'm not actually sure what this is. It's 1991. Should have looked that one up, but a lot of their air purifiers and stuff, some of them go for some decent money. But we'll kind of scan through here, and as you can already see, the prices on a lot of these are pretty expensive. So Rainbird is a really good brand to be on the lookout for. They control sprinkler systems like in-ground, outdoor sprinklers for your grass. But as you can see, they wanted like $25 for this one, and they're only selling for about $35 to $40 online. So I couldn't find this one anywhere on eBay or anywhere online, but this is some sort of display for a realtor, I guess, where when they're selling a house, they can display information about it. But since I did not find anything on that one, I ended up having to put it back. They wanted $15, I believe, for that. So might have been some money there. If anybody's ever seen one of those before, let me know in the comments. But looked kind of neat, and you know, housing market was on fire, so I'm sure there's some realtors that could have used it. This looks pretty cool, but it was old, and I have no way of testing it, and it was 50 bucks. But it's some sort of multi-recorder mixer there. There is a huge paper shredder, so actually that would be kind of nice to have for all the junk mail that you get. But for $25, I was like, I don't need one that bad. Here's the electronics. Not a whole lot over here today, so let's kind of move on and see what else we can find. All right, we're over in the DVD media book section, and they have a ton of DVDs, which makes me really happy because I do collect some physical media, Blu-rays and 4Ks. Here's an old DVD. A lot of these I did look up. I had to take them to the front of the store in order to look them up because I have no reception in the back. I did actually look up that Spanish one there along with a few more, so stay tuned for that. Still making my ways through the DVDs. I run across a 4K Blu-ray. This is awesome. I very rarely find 4Ks out at thrift stores, but for $1.98, definitely gonna grab that one. They did have a lot of Blu-rays here. I like to pick those up for $1 to $2, but nothing that I really needed for my collection. So this bicycle caught my eye. It's a Genesis XR26. I don't know a whole lot about bicycles, but I know there's a ton of money in these, and I'd really like to learn them a little bit better. But unfortunately, somebody already bought this one, so the tag had been torn, so I do not know what they were charging for that. I did look on eBay, and I could not find one like that. So if any of you bicycle folks are out there watching this, let me know in the comments what that would have been worth. Now, unfortunately, we don't know what they were charging for it, but I have a feeling it definitely was well over $100. Here we are in the coffee pots, coffee grinders area. Definitely take a look. I found a coffee grinder the other day, and I sold it for over $200, and it was even missing some parts. So the Mr. Coffee ones aren't that great, but some of the other brands can bring in a lot of money. So always check this area and look up some of the brands. There's one of those old vintage snow sleds, which is pretty neat. All right, so here's the major shoe section. This store has shoes everywhere. They have them over in the men's department. They had them at the front for their expensive shoes, and then there's this little roll of shoes here. There's some And1s. I didn't really see anything. There were a couple of Brooks running shoes I probably could have looked up, but their prices are usually at least $10 or more on used shoes, so just not seeing a whole lot here. All right, so what y'all think of my thrift store? Pretty crazy prices, huh? You can still find some good stuff in there, so you have to go in there and look and see what you can find. Some of that video game stuff might have been worth it. I just didn't feel like standing there looking everything up. And I only have about one bar of reception in there, so it's really hard. I have to get in like one corner of the store and lean to the right and hold my hand up in order to be able to bring up comp. So it's very hard to find stuff in there. But I did find a couple things I'll show y'all. First thing is this Little Pim, I guess. It's a 3-disc DVD set. I guess it's Learn How to Speak Spanish, maybe. $2.98. And believe it or not, brand new sealed. I don't know if I'll sell this as brand new sealed. Although I am authorized to sell DVDs on Amazon. I'll have to look at it closer. I'm very particular what I sell brand new sealed. But brand new sealed just goes for $75. So either way, at $3, we're gonna make some good money off that. And then the last thing I got was for me. If you don't know, I am into home theater and movies and things like that. And anytime I can find 4K movies, for $1.98, I'm gonna pick it up. And I have seen this movie before, Passenger. It's got Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence in it. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty good movie. From what I can remember, it was a decent movie. It kept my attention. It does have the 4K. I did open it up. They do tape theirs up, but as you can see, I opened it, and it does have the 4K Blu-ray and the digital code. Now, I don't know if the digital code's been used or not, but it is in there. So that was an okay trip. Would have liked to found more, but you know what? Let's make one more trip. Let's go over to GameStop and see if they've got any movies in stock, because I heard GameStop carries 4Ks and Blu-rays, and I really would like to pick up a few more movies. All right, I'll see y'all there. All right, next stop, GameStop, but I was looking and there's a Ollie's down there. Have y'all ever been to an Ollie's and been able to find anything to flip for any money? Let me know if y'all been able to find anything there. I haven't been into one, but I think it's kind of like a discount store. But let's get in the GameStop, see what they got. They are hiring. If you need a job, big sign, we are hiring. Hopefully they got some movies. All right, so right when I walk in, they have a big clearance section here. So I start kind of looking around, and there's a Mortal Kombat figure. Looks like they want $21 for it. Then you got some G.I. Joe stuff up here. G.I. Joe characters. I think they were wanting $17 or $19 for those. That was pretty spot on with what Amazon was charging. Here's some, was that Magic the Gathering cards? I did decide to go ahead and scan that on Amazon just to see if it's worth any money. A lot of times I scan Amazon just so I can quickly see what the price is, because I know the price is going to be cheaper on eBay, so we'll just do a quick scan here. It does show I'm restricted on this one, but 36 bucks is what you can get it for new on Amazon. So $30 at GameStop is not that big of a discount. Here is some basketball cards, it looks like, for $35.97. Looks like these clearance items, they were only $1 or $2 off regular price, so not any good deals here in the clearance. All right, so no luck in GameStop. My GameStop actually does not carry movies. I was watching a video the other day where a guy went into GameStop and found some 4Ks and Blu-rays, so I guess certain GameStops carry movies, others don't, but mine does not. Well, that'll do it for this video. I hope all y'all out there are doing great. If you will, please go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one.